Okay, now we look at the factorization. Okay, this one I call it level 2 lah. Compared to the level 1 question, okay, level 2, they have a coefficient at the x squared there. So we have more choice compared to the uh, level 1. So we look at this, the value of C is positive. Okay, so the value of C is positive. C is positive. So that means it is same sign. And then we look at the B. B is positive, so it is plus plus. Okay, so for this one, it can be voila. So the tree they have 1 times 3 on it. So this one that is 2 possible. So we have this one x 2x and x 2x 1 3 3 1 plus. Okay, then what you have here is 1 times 2 2x, 3 times x 3x. So when you add up, it will become 5x. This 6x and this x you add up is become 7x. Why we use addition? Because C is add, then we take 7. Okay, so because the B is 7x, so the answer will be this. So you must try and error. Try which one will be the answer. Okay, but if you are uh, experienced enough, skilled enough, then you look at the question, then you know how to what to put already. For this question, C is positive, so we have the same sign. And then we look at the B. Okay, so B is well, okay, the B is negative, so we have the minus minus. Okay, so over here, what we can do here is we have the x and 3x and minus minus here. So 2. So we can put 1 2 or 2 1. Then I will put 2 1 here. Why this is 2 1? Because this is negative 6x. This is negative x. Then it will become negative 7x. So negative 7, same with this one. Okay. Okay. So we look at this. The value of C is negative value. So we have different sign. Okay. And the B is negative. Okay. So the larger value is negative value. So for this one, we have the x and 2x here. Okay. We can have 3 and 1 here. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. So this is negative. So we have negative here. So that this will become negative 6x. The other one will be positive. Okay, then this one is plus x. So the total will become negative 5x. And this is same with this one. Okay, this one, this 2, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 is larger than x. So B is negative, so the larger value we put negative. Okay, for this question, okay, so C here is negative value, so different sign. And the B is positive, okay, so the larger one is positive value. So over here, we have the x and 2x, because 2x squared, so x and 2x here. 6, we have 1 times 6, 6 times 1, 2 times 3, and 3 times 2. Okay, we know that the C is negative, so we do the subtraction minus. So I will put 2, 3 here, because we have the 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3, 3 times 1 is 3, 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, so I will select 2, 3. We know that the B is positive, so the larger value will be positive. It looks like 3 is larger, but actually no. Why? Because when we multiply these two, this is become 4x. And multiply this is 3x. So 4x is larger. So the larger value put positive, so we put positive here. Then the negative will be here. So we have positive and negative, then it is x. So it is x here. So the positive should be at 2 here. So we look at this exercise. Okay, so the value of C here is positive. So C is positive. So we have the same sign. And then we have the B is positive. Okay, so it is the plus plus. Okay, so for x 3x squared, then it is x and 3x. So 15, we have 1 times 15, 15 times 1, and then 3 times 5 and 5 times 3. Okay, so we have the 14 here, then I know it should be 3 and 5 here. Okay, so that this one is 9x, this one is 5x, add up will be 14x. Okay, so x times 3x is 3x squared. 3 times 5 is 15. So this time this is 9x, this time this is 9x, 5x, then add up is 14x. So this will be the answer. Okay. Okay, so we have the C is positive here. So we have the same sign. And then B is negative value. Then we have negative, negative. So for this one, we have x and 3x. So 3 is 1 times 3, 1, 3 or 3, 1. So it's 3, 1 here. So we have the minus, minus here. So this is minus 7x and this is minus x. So it's minus 10x. So this is the answer. Okay, so for this one, the value of C is negative value. So it is different sign. Okay, and then the value of B is positive. So the larger value is positive. Okay, so we have the x and 3x here. So 13 is 1 times 13 or 13 times 1. So I will take 13 times 1. Why? It is because this one we multiply, we have 39x. And this is x. So the value of B is positive. So we have a positive here. Then it is negative here. So it becomes 38x. So 38x. Okay. Okay. So for this one, C is negative. So they have a different sign. And then the B is positive value. So the larger one will be positive. So x, we have one possible only. That is x times 3x. Okay. And the 8, it can be 1 times 8, 8 times 1, 2 times 4, and 4 times 2. Okay. So which one that should be we should put here? Okay, so this one we have to choose 4 and 2. Okay, why? Because we have this one is 12x and this is 2x. Okay, so B is positive, so we put plus here. So positive here. Then this is negative, negative. Then it will become 10x. So 10 is here. Okay. So for this one, C is negative value. So it is different sign. And then we have the B is positive value. So the larger one is positive. Okay. So for the X and 2X, so we have the X and 2X here. So 1, 15, 15, 1, 3, 5, or 5, 3. Okay. So we have the 5 and 3 here. Okay. Because this is 10x. This is 3x. So B is positive. So positive here. Then negative, and we have 7x here. So same 7x here. Okay. So for this one, C is negative value. So it is different sign. And then the B is negative. Then the larger one is negative. So this one, we have the x and 3x. So 1, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2. So this is 3 and 2 here. So because this is 9x, this is 2x, and b is negative, so the bigger one is negative, so the smaller one is positive. Negative, positive. So it will become negative 7x. So same with the b here. So for this one, c is negative value, so it is different sign. And then the b is negative value, so the larger value is negative value. Okay, so we have the x and 3x here. So 8, 1 times 8, 8 times 1, 2 times 4, 4 times 2. Okay, so this is 2 and 4. So we have the 6x here and we have the 4x here. So b is negative, the larger one is negative. So the smaller one is positive. So we have the negative 6x plus 4x, then it becomes negative 2x. So negative 2 is this one. Okay, so this is some example and exercise for level 2.